Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another flip through. So this is going to be a flip of my August 2018 Fobonichi. So if you don't know what a Fobonichi is and you're new to the channel, welcome. A Fobonichi is simply a book that you journal in and decorate if you wish, and you journal about your everyday goings on. So let's get started. I make my books, I alter composition books to make my books. 2 months fit into each book. And yeah, so here we go. Here's just my cover page for August. This was actually a giant sticker I got at the Dollar Tree. And it's backed, or the background is music text. So that was fun to do. And a little tab up here that I made. And this just denotes that this part from here on is August. So right now I'm filming this in November. So I'm going to have to go back and try to remember what happened. This background right here, I know for a fact I got from Brooke on Recreations by Brooke. And I will put the link below. If you she has a Facebook page, okay, so I'll link that page below. She does do freebies that you can download and print out for yourself. So that's where I got this beautiful paper from. And when all else fails, just paint. Okay, so that's referring to this page here that I showed you in my last one. This was inspired by Ray Missigman. I just wanted to play with paint, and so that's what I did. And I just wasn't feeling creative, but I needed to do something, and yeah, so I painted, and that kind of puts me in a better mood. So yeah, this just talks about how my room is a mess and it's driving me crazy. Then here I received a really sweet let me move this out of the way. I received a really sweet happy mail from a dear friend, Debbie. And Debbie also has a YouTube channel called Debbie's Journals, where she flips through her Fobonichi as well. And yeah, so she sent me a cute little happy mail, and she made this beautiful tag. And I love it. I absolutely love it. So at this point in time, my daughter was still away and on her summer vacation, her summer adventure through the west of this country. And so where in the world was she? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, she was at Arches. So there's a cute little picture of her. And then this day here, this is actually a photocopy of a painting, just play painting that I did. And oftentimes, I know I've said it in other videos, oftentimes I will photocopy whatever I painted and then or I scan it into my computer so that I can use it for backgrounds. I can use it to make tags. I can use it for whatever, and it's my own artwork, if that makes sense. So, okay, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Poor Big Handsome was up at 12:30. Oh my goodness, yeah. He was restless during this time. Yeah. So my daughter was having a great time. And yeah, when she got back from her vacation, she only had a few weeks to prepare. Not even a few weeks to prepare, because she had gotten a job as a full-time teacher. This is an Afghan that I made. I call it Coffee and Cream. I do believe somebody on the Secret Yarnery maybe, or somebody on one of the sites that I posted it on called it Coffee and Cream. So that's what I call it. And I will always list my links below, okay? So there was that. I finally had finished that. Sorry for the glare. And then this is just a collage. This is a photocopy I took from one of my art books and stuck it in there. This is painted paper that I just used. Still not sleeping well. Scheduling and doing flips and whatnot. Yeah, I'm still irritated by my room and straightening it up. I just want to chuck everything. You know how you get sometimes. And then this page here, sorry for the glare, golly. This whole thing was a magazine clipping, and I loved the books and the image because let's see, were we down in the Keys? Yeah, we were down in the Keys. And the reason I picked this photo or this image is because we had gone out and about, even though I had a headache and Big Handsome was in lots of pain. We went out and about and I was able to find like 25 books between going to the Salvation Army and going to our library. So while my daughter was gone, oh sorry, I'll leave that open. While my daughter was gone, I was trying to find books for her classroom library because this is the first year she's teaching and she is starting with nothing. So we did that, or we thought she was starting with nothing. More on that later. Yeah. And then that's it. Let's see. Yeah, so we went out and about and then we just got home and relaxed. It was super hot out. Oh, and I had started a new crochet blanket called the Sand Dollar and Surf by The Secret Yarnery. Krista on The Secret Yarnery, yeah. So that was that. And then on this day, this was a Sunday, and we packed up and headed home. Oh, this was the day also, I guess we had gone out because... Oh, no, we didn't go out. My son wanted a bigger desk for his computer setup. He does gaming and whatnot, so you got like big monitors and microphones and all kinds of paraphernalia for that. So his desk was too small, and so I told him that I would trade my desk, which was an old homeschooling desk, with him. And so that's what we did this day. We moved desks. So he has a lot more room. I, however, have very limited space for my sewing machine. So hopefully one of these days I'm going to get a new table there. And then this day here, let me see. This was actually my daughter's 22nd birthday. She was coming back into town this day, but I didn't even get to see her. I think I saw her at like 1 in the morning and I was half asleep. So yeah, that kind of stunk because I really wanted to, you know, like wish her a happy birthday properly and all that. But she had just gotten in that night. And then let's see. So had my shake and oh my gosh. Yeah. If you remember a few months back, the garbage truck like literally ran my daughter off the road. She ran like into bushes, damaged her car. And, so for months, I was going back and forth with the county trying to get them to pay for the damages. And then when I finally, after months of going back and forth, they said the claim was denied because it was her word against the garbage men. Really? Yeah. Happy birthday. This talks about my daughter's birthday. And in the back is a clipping that I had seen while I was at the bank. I saw like the local newspaper and it was about something that goes on at my husband's work. So I put that in there. Then my daughter came home and I could properly see her this day. And she had given me this beautiful card here. She had brought back a bunch of stuff. All these here are all photocopies of stickers that she collected on her travels for my husband. So that was super duper sweet of her. And then inside the card, I wrote my journaling. She had also bought me this wood engraved sugar skull because she knows how much I love them, and super, super fun. And then she also brought me back a beautiful stamp set from Mesa Verde. So super sweet of her to think of all this. Now, while we were, you know, catching up and she was showing us all the different things, this day we were like up and running because it was the first day she could actually, I think, get into her classroom, excuse me, there's Fred, and figure out what was going on because it was literally like a week and a half before parent night and it's her first time teaching, so it was crazy. So this was the written floor plan and I did some drawings and we were trying to figure out where to place the kids' desks because her room is so stinking tiny. I mean, it's literally, let me think here. It's 8 feet across by 24 feet long. That's it. And she has 12 kids in her, it's hard to explain. The 5th grade class is split into two 12 kid sections. And so she teaches language arts, the English language arts. So she teaches English, she teaches writing and she teaches reading. And so she gets her homeroom class for the first half of the day, and then she switches with her co-teacher who teaches the other subjects, math, science, and all that. So they kind of do a switcheroo like they do in middle school, sort of. Yeah. So anyhow, her classroom was like the world's smallest classroom. And so we were just trying to figure out where to put everything. So, excuse me again, this I made into a little pocket, and it talks about my husband and his pain that he's in, not me, although I am a pain for him sometimes, but anyway. And then this just talks about what we were doing. Yeah, oh, this talks about like her classroom, you know. It was literally the old principal's office, and now it's her classroom. It is so super small, but she's making it work. And then this day we were out and about early, 7 hours. We were out and about shopping for stuff to put into her classroom. One important thing we got was barefoot wine, so that when we got home after our 7 hours of shopping, we could just put our feet up and relax. So these are the places we went to. We went to a school store to get a bunch of stuff for her classroom. We met her boyfriend at Panera to have lunch together. We went to Target for more stuff and the all-important wine. Then we went to Walmart and they didn't have what we needed. And then we went to Staples to get composition books for her interactive notebooks. And then let's see what's on here. This was about Big Handsome's health saga. And then we got home. It was such a fun day, but it was super duper long. So yeah, I loved it though. It was great spending time with her. And then here is up and at 'em again. We were back at the school. Let me see. Oh no, first we headed off to Walmart because we wanted to find some drawers and other stuff for her room. We also got bulletin boards. We just got stuff for her room. And then we spent the rest of the day in her room. Oh my gosh. We were so hot and sweaty, and yeah, it was such a long day. Oh my gosh, it was a long day. But I think we did find out that so the teacher prior to her did leave her boxes and boxes of books. More on that later. Yeah, and then this evening I was printing out name tags for her kids, and she was gonna laminate them. Yeah, I hadn't been in my craft room in a week. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, my daughter was home. We did not go to the school this day, and she wanted me to help her plan some activities and whatnot. And she was like, oh my gosh, she was like a child. Like, I mean, she could not stop looking at all the things. You know, she couldn't plan anything because she was busy looking at all the things, you know? Oh my goodness. Oh, she was like, squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. You know, we got nothing done. But anyway. So that was, let me fix all this stuff here. I don't even know. Okay. So then, oh, sorry, glare, glare, glare. So here's my Sand Dollar and Surf blanket that I was making. And this was a Saturday, so I went out with my boys, and my son had to get some new shoes. My goodness, he wears a size 13. My husband found some jeans, and the poor thing, he has to wear skinny jeans because no other jeans fit him anymore. They do look so nice on him. He has such a tiny waist. Oh my goodness. I mean, his waist, the waist of the pants says 32, but he really probably needs like a 28 or a 30. Oh gosh. Anyway, yeah, so we went out and about that day. And then Big Handsome must have been my Superman on this day. And yeah, he just did a bunch of stuff. Let me see. Yeah. He was just doing his regular weekend stuff. You know, he managed to work out, take care of bills, clean the pool, meal planning, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's like just whatever's wrong with him is getting to the point where it's actually debilitating. So, yeah, more on that at a later time. And then these pages, I might just stop here. These pages were like super fun to do. I hope I haven't been out of frame or anything. But I took my inspiration from Brooke on ReCreations by Brooke. And I was using up either Happy Mail from a beautiful friend, Allison, or I was using up stuff that I received in my Faux Flow junk journal that I had swapped. And so these were just cards from that. And I must have been irritated this day. Yeah, more freaking tests for my husband. This is a bunch of school stuff, you know, just for my daughter. I headed to school to help Beauty Queen set up her new classroom again. And then in here is a little pocket where I did some more journaling. Oh, was this the day? It was, because it was a Monday. She had, like, the old teacher had left, like, I don't even know how many, like 4 huge boxes of books, right? So when I got there and I asked her, you know, what do you want me to help you do? She said, well, why don't you start getting the books out and putting them on the bookshelf and organizing them, you know, alphabetically. So I said, okay, fine. So I started taking the books out and I got through like the top layer of the books in the box. I think there were like 3 layers. So I got through the top layer and then I started on the second layer getting the books out. And I noticed some of them were damp, you know, and I thought, well, that's really odd, you know. Then I got to the third section at the bottom. Every single book was sopping wet. It had poured over the weekend, and her back door in her room had leaked. Nobody had told her that it leaked. We had stored all of the boxes of books that she had been given by the previous teacher on the floor against that part of the room. All of the bottom layer of books, I'm talking hundreds of books, got soaked, and there was no way to save them. I mean, we both literally almost cried. It was horrible, 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 horrible. So that was not good, but we were sorting out her room and everything. On this day here, I made this into a little pocket as well. Let's see, I've got a few things in here. So this is just, you know, something positive. So I had that in there. And yeah, my regular day, I just took a little card. If you can read that, I'll just leave it there for your viewing pleasure. Hilarious. These are my thoughts on parking. Yes. Okay. So that was that. And again, like I said, you know, I'm loving, at this point in time, I was loving doing this like junk journal style of journaling. So we will get back into, you know, the rest of the month at a later time. But I thank you for sharing your time with me. I hope you enjoyed this flip, and have a great day and a wonderful rest of your week. And I'll talk at y'all soon. Bye.